EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Maximum effort, partner. Minimal gain.
Yeah, minimal gain. Looked good, though. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Winston. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Jones. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Winston now from the 50. Complete. He finds Braid. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
At the Saints 30-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a first down carry by Jones. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. On second down, it's Jones. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Calling an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on third and just a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 6-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now, flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Check, crunch. We go 21. Check 50. 6-6, bullet high.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, the offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. In on the stop, Vernon Hargreaves. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw is Breeze. Try to draw one in, but it's incomplete.
Every receiver was locked up.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 34.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll run. This is Kamara. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Kamara. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
Ready?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down.
Ready? Black, you ain't going nowhere.
From the gun, Winston. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jameis again. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
The Bucs on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Go, D. Easy. Watch the twist.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Running with Kamara. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Let's go one more. Hey, easy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Devin White drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. On the ground, Kamara. And some room to roam now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 63 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Will Lutz on for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jones. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had the incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really competent throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now Kamara. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you will too.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have taken the lead. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And it...
Black 22. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Easy. Hey, top.
On second down, it's Jones. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 78 yards, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise. And now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
A gain of 2 on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Ready. 5-9. Over. Here we go, team. Here I come.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. A give. This is Kamara. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Sammy. 54
Breeze now on 1st down. They complete it to Hill. And he's taken down inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. Yellow lady. Kill. Exit. Switch. Shift. Hey, easy. Mike. 5-9. Mike 54. In your face. Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Mike, yellow lady. Mike 5-4. It's a part. Kill. Check.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining.
At the 6-yard line.
Ready. 95-56. Kill. Sponge.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to take the lead here in the final minute. going to get the kick off in time. That's going to set him back 5 yards. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And Lutz puts this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair. Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.
8.